What's up, guys? It's your boy, Parrish Oglesby with Uncut Gems. And let me pull this thing up. The gem of the week was impatience for victory guarantees defeat. And I'm sure you guys, I'm a big movie buff. So a lot of times I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, man, these huge stories of people working hard and finally getting what it is that they want. There's nothing more satisfying. The Chris Garner movie with Will Smith. Only thing about it, I wanted to see him do his thing with his son and, have his son in a nice home and things of that nature. I love seeing those stories. I love seeing those great movies where somebody is like, and we're rooting for them. You ever seen those movies where you're rooting for someone? You're rooting for someone. And I wasn't going to mention this, and I hate to go with entertainment because there's so many great lives out of here. It's lawyers and doctors and people who got great books out here that have done wonderful things. So I hate going to entertainment, but it's something that everybody has seen, so it's easy to reference. So don't think that I'm on that kick because this is about ordinary men doing extraordinary things. But I was watching the Netflix special, Genius. Jesus. With Kanye West. And I haven't been a big supporter of Kanye West, and I've heard all the blogs and I've heard all the stuff out here. But when I watched that Netflix things, man, I was so doggone inspired. It was so many things that I can pick apart, but I want to stay on the subject of impatience for victory guarantees defeat. When I looked at these movies with Chris Garner's story, can't think of it right now, but with Will Smith and his son did an exceptional job in that movie. Or when I watched the documentary on Kanye West, the biggest thing was, man, these guys weren't gonna quit. They weren't gonna give up. And you've seen numerous of videos now with me talking about don't quit, don't give up. But I want to talk about this thing called being impatient. When we live in this world now where everybody wants it instantly. I understand. I know and in my culture, if you ain't rich by the time you 30, you basically a bum. You ain't got no. But there's nothing like spending your lifetime building something up to the degree where I am, not where I am where I want to be, but at my age. And you put a lifetime of work into it, craftsmanship, dedication, commitment. You've been knocked down the hill all the way down, and then you built yourself back up. But I saw this little cartoon where somebody was actually digging, and you can see from our purview, the diamond was right there. It was right there. And all he had to hit that mine or that gravel about a good 5 or 10 more times, and he would get this big giant diamonds. But what we do is we start looking at someone else's mining over there, and you see them picking their diamonds up. And he's in the little picture, it showed this guy picking up these little small diamonds, and he's, like this, and that person's looking. He has 10 more strikes, and it's a diamond this big. And that's what this is all about, the impatience that we have. If you truly want to do something, if you say, I want to be the greatest, well, you got to be patient and you got to keep going. You got to keep doing it. You can't quit. You can't give up, or you can't be so impatient that you stop doing what you need to do to get there. This is not going to be a long video, but I'm seeing this out here. I work with a lot of people, a lot of men who've been doing that craft for 15, 16 years. Shout out to them. These men work with their hands and their brains, and they can see things that I can't see, and I'm amazed by it. When I see a doctor does his work, I was watching some videos of a surgery, and I was just like, wow. And this looks, you got a gloves on, it's slippery, it's blood, it's all this stuff, but years of craftsmanship. When I saw the when I saw the Super Bowl halftime show, and I looked at all those people performing and how they are at their top level doing the thing. What if they lost patience? What if they just got tired of going for it? What if they would have said, this ain't working. This ain't working. I've been doing this for years and years and years. And this ain't working. But what I love is when you see people like that, patience ain't even an issue. When I saw the Genius documentary with Kanye, man, that dude had it was unrelenting. It was just like, I can see this. Why can't you? I can see, and his mom, Donda, man, if that woman don't get the Mother of the Century award for believing in her son and instilling that belief in one's self, it's already hard enough out here when you got so many people who are, for whatever reason, for good intentions, naysayers. I don't call them what I want to call them, but naysayers. You already got these people out here that's saying, well, maybe you should try something else. And I know I've told this story about me becoming a broker back in the day in the 90s. And I remember failing that test the first time and studying incredibly. I put so many hours in, hours and hours and hours, week after week after week studying, no going out, no dating, no nothing, and failing it again. And going to my mom, who I know believed in me, who I know loved me. And when I failed that test the second time, with tears in my eyes, I told her, man, I can't believe I failed this test. I got one more shot at it. And you know what my mom said? She said, well, maybe it ain't meant for you. Ooh. Oh, my God. But because I believed in myself and because I was determined, I was not going, I love you. I gave my mom a hug and a kiss, wiped that little tear, and went right back to studying. That's you have to be patient with that. You got to be patient with yourself, and you got to believe. But I've seen so many people. I've seen some great sermons. T.D. Jakes has a couple of great sermons out there regarding people who basically were right on the cusp, and then they just pivoted, or they got distracted. My Pastor Reginald White, has had several sermons where somebody was right at the cusp of what they truly wanted, and then they talked themselves out of it, or they thought themselves out of it. A lot of great men around me that could have gave up but they were patient, and they were okay with taking a little bit here and a little bit there, and sometimes they had to go to their best friends or their family to borrow money to pay payroll. I got some friends out there right now, two nurse practitioners that started their own organization, clinic, and they're doing great work. And just talking to them, I love entrepreneurship. You hear Phoebe in the background, she believes in it too. But those women were talking about, man, it's been times when we worried about how we're going to pay payroll. They got a staff. People are relying upon them. Not only them, the people that they serve, but not only that, the people at the house got to get behind this. But having the patience and the belief that this is going to work, that what we're doing is bigger than ourselves, and it is exceptionally the right thing to do. But you have to be patient with yourself. And I've had the toughest 2 weeks. I worked all weekend, because stuff wasn't right. And I could beat myself up and say, maybe this, and you got your people out there saying, I don't know about you, Parrish. He's stumbling. You have to be patient with yourself and know that you're going to have some days where you just want to make you a bologna sandwich. That's a running joke in my family. You make you a bologna sandwich and eat it and go get in the bed and wait for the next day to get another try at this. But you have to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with the process as well. A lot of times we want to jump from A to Z. You know what I look at? I look at these guys my age, and they had these great bodies. And I know those great bodies weren't built in a year. They've been built over a lifetime. I'm a runner, and I have great legs. I don't want to say it like that, but I got great legs. But this right here, dad bod. This right here is dad bod. Below, I got some athlete legs because I've ran so many years, but we talking about at least 25 years of running. Now I'm like, man, if I can get this, but I'm like, it takes, those guys take the time. Just like I took the time to get out there and walk first and then run and then, you know, get a little jog on and I understood what the pain was, and I could see the results with the weight lost, the better breathing, the better sleeping, the better look, the jeans and the outfits fitting a little bit better. I could see that. But I have shown no patience when it comes to lifting weights. I'm gonna hit at it again this year. I did better last year, but I'm hitting it again this year. But I just want to send that message out today. You gotta be patient. I'm gonna say it again. Impatience for victory guarantees defeat. If you're impatient, if you gotta have it right now, you might as well stop. If you gotta say, I always say, set a date out there and bust your butt to get there. Bust your butt to get to that destination on that time. I believe in giving me time frames in which to hit my goals. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to get there, and if I don't hit it by this time, I'm done. I'm done with this. It's supposed to have been happened by now. No, you don't determine that. God determines that. If you let God do what He gonna do, maybe once again one more strike at that gravel, and you got the diamond, you got the prize. Who knows? But don't lose patience. Stick with it. Trust I know you heard this before. Trust the process and be patient, and make notes. Okay, I did this wrong. Okay, I got to get better here. That's how people get really good at something. That's how you become a subject matter expert, and that's how you get great. You become a great person by what? Making those little bitty changes, but being patient with yourself and being patient with the process and being patient with God. I hope I helped somebody tonight or today. I know I'm helping Fee because she ready to go outside. But if you have any questions, please shoot me a comment, a link, or whatever. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is what this is about, guys. It's about ordinary men doing extraordinary things. Hey, guys, it's your boy, Parrish Oglesby, with Uncut Gems. Peace.